Hello, my brothers and sisters. Growing up, I often heard this phrase, out of sight is out of mind. And trust me, that was the way that I cleaned my room. I tried to put it out of sight so it was out of everybody's mind. I want you to know that just because you're out of my sight doesn't mean you're out of my mind and my heart. I love all of you. I love you dearly, and I appreciate you. I want you to know that I also realize that you are one of the groups that is affected most by what's going on in the world with this virus. I want you to know that I am sad for you. I know that unless you're living in some type of retirement community, you're living alone, and there's a lot of loneliness. And I want you to know that I am praying for you and I care for you. This is going to be one of several videos that is going to be coming out in the future, and it's meant just to come out in the midweek and just encourage you, let you know that I'm thinking about you, but also to get you involved in doing some things that can benefit not just our church, but our communities as well. There was an ancient practice that our church fathers used to do called passing the peace. Usually, this was done with a hug and a kiss and say, "May the peace of Jesus be with you." However, we're practicing social distancing right now, and the only people you should be hugging and kissing is your spouse. So I do have some practices or some things I would like to ask of you later concerning this. However, I'd like to share a passage of scripture with you that I was reading that really stood out to me that I want to share with you, that I hope that you can find encouragement from. In scripture in Psalms 29, actually 28, verses 7 through 9, uh, there's this declaration about God, and I am praying that this will bring comfort to you. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart exalts, and with my song I shall thank him. The Lord is their strength, and he is a saving defense to his anointed. Save your people and bless your inheritance, and be their shepherd also, and carry them forever. My brothers and my sisters, I want you to know that the Lord is with you right now. He loves you, he cares for you, he is present with you through all of these circumstances. And I know that you know this even better than I do because you have a long history of faith and stories, personal stories, where God has time and time again shown up and loved you and cared for you and provided for you. And this time will be no different. He is present with you right now as you're watching this video, saying to you that he is there for you and that he loves you. My brothers and my sisters, I'm going to be engaging the rest of the church in this idea called practicing or passing the peace. And I'm going to ask you to be involved in this as well. Now, I know again, you're not able really to go out and do a lot of things, but I do want to engage you in this process. And here's what I would like to ask you this week to do. I would like to ask you to pray for our church. We have families who are in fear of losing jobs. We have people who have lost jobs. We have people running ministries in our church that are afraid of the future with financing and all of those kind of things. We have children who are home from school, whose routines are just blown up. They're also in worry and concern and showing up in the ways that they express it, where they're worried about the future as well. And here's what we can do. We can do together. I'm going to ask you to join me in praying for our church, praying for these families, praying for these business owners, praying for these ministry leaders, that they will experience the peace of Jesus, that they will experience his joy, that they will know his love, and that they will encounter his wisdom. I'd like to thank you for joining me in this, and I want you to know, once again, I love you, and I care for you, and I can't wait for the day where we're back together.